Have a hard time setting boundaries? Or does your boundary definition look like this? Build a wall? Let's knock down that wall. Hi, I'm Candace. Thank you for showing up for yourself. In today's practice, we're going to take a different approach to boundaries. Boundaries are more about what's in here than the stuff out there. Let's get going. Sitting this nice, upright, stable space. Follow your breath in and your breath out. Maybe the shoulders come down too as you're releasing. Take a breath in. Get nice and tall in your spine. Exhale. Let it out. Bring it in. And let it out. The invitation is always to observe. Notice whatever is showing up for you. A story in your mind, a sensation in your body, resistance, excitement. Staying right with that breath. Inhale. Awesome. Keep going. Notice what you notice. As you're ready, very gently bring your arms out to the side. You can keep your eyes closed if you choose, or a soft gaze, that looking down towards the floor. Bring that right arm, which I'm opposite to you, that right arm under your left, and the hands up to the shoulders. We'll start here. This practice is about boundaries, and boundaries is more about what's going on inside of you, connecting to your authentic self, connecting to the stories that have been created in the past, connecting to patterns, habits, and beginning to understand your own personal dialogue. Inhale with a big stretch, big breath, big breath. Take those arms out to the sides again and switch sides. So whichever I did right arm under left before, I'm going to switch it up. Give yourself a big hug, because self-love hugs is also a part of building your boundaries. There's times in our lives where a boundary is a hard boundary, and you will find yourself distancing you from an activity, or maybe it's a food that's not agreeing with you, distancing you from certain people that are truly not in the same headspace as you, that aren't benefiting you as you're working so hard to grow and learn and take care of yourself. There will be those hard boundary times. Okay, release that out. That's awesome. We're going to come around to our hands and knees next. So clear yourself a little space. Our boundary blocks. And for me, I like a little blanket under my knees. You might decide that you'd like that too. A little extra padding for under the knees. I'm going to turn slightly sideways, slightly forward. And in this shape, begin to move your spine. So that might look like tilting your tailbone and reaching your chest up, not so much cranking the chin upwards. Keeping the chin a little bit neutral, but the heart up. And then reverse it. Tuck the tailbone, round through the spine, maybe engage with the floor below you. Feel your foundation, feel what is holding you. Learn to trust it. Bring the tailbone down. Keep moving through these spinal variations. Some people call this cat-cow, if you want a name for it. Maybe you'll isolate just the hips, or you'll work on the upper back, or find those spinal movements that feel really good to you. What does this have to do with boundaries? Boundaries is starting to learn how you move. And that might begin in the physical sense, and then morph into an understanding of our own personal lives. And the more we give to ourselves, the more we have to give to others and to create the values and be able to stand up for the values that are most important to us. Start to slow it down. Now, this might be something you've done before, it might not. Coming to that hands and knees shape, stretch your right toes back. Stretch just for a moment. And then take that right leg and cross it over. Hopefully you can see how that is moving. So right leg crosses over the left leg. Drop your knee. I'll turn a little bit forward so you see I've got one knee tucked behind the other in this shape. This is where something underneath you can be helpful. Start to bring yourself over, shoulders over hips. This is where that little something, maybe a block is going to go under you, or a folded blanket or towel, a cushion of some sort. So you're in this crisscross space. It's a little bit tricky. But understanding how you respond to challenge is also part of learning your boundaries. Sitting here, trying your very best to bring your body into a relaxed state while crisscrossed. Make the adjustments necessary. If you're noticing any knee strain, come on out of this. You can lie down on your back for a moment. Pause and drop the knees side to side if you've chosen to go down onto your back. For today, we're not going to stay long. In one of my studio classes, we would hold this longer. Soften the best you can as you lean into challenge, building the trust within yourself. Another I can for this year of 2025. Slowly start to come out the way you came in. We're going to flip-flop it around, stretching the left leg, giving the left back of the leg a stretch for a moment. And then left knee behind the right. I'll turn forward once again. So my left knee is tucked behind the right. They're crisscrossed. And then slowly walking my hands back towards my body and slipping a support. If you need it, you might not. Your knees might be fine. Your body might accept bringing the hips all the way down. That's not where mine goes. So I'm choosing to use this elevation. Come back to your breath. Softening the shoulders. face, leaning into challenge. I can relax when things are uncomfortable. I can stay clear and stay true to myself. I can set boundaries that are healthy for myself, for my family, and those that depend on me. I understand that boundaries aren't about building walls. Boundaries bring those together. They're equally working towards a healthy life. It's about togetherness. Leaning on each other, being more patient with each other. A couple more breaths here. And slowly come forward. Uncross your knees. Start to sit back on your heels if that's okay. Otherwise, uncross your legs. Sit up nice and tall. Reach the arms up. And then opening your heart to the world with the hands towards your back body. Opening your shoulders, opening across the chest. I trust in myself to lean in, to listen, to protect as needed, to stand up for myself calmly, authentically, by being a leader in healthy choices. Slowly release that arm stretch, releasing the hands down to the lap, either staying, sitting as I, or making another choice with your legs, maybe coming around to easy seat. Pause and feel the impact of your practice in this moment. Eyes soft, eyes closed. Beautiful. Hands come to the heart. Acknowledge your heart space. Sending you wishes of peace, love, and gratitude. Namaste. You did it. You showed up. Pat yourself on the back. That's a boundary right there. You made sure you showed up. So you carved out this time for yourself. I'm appreciative. And maybe you notice that appreciation within yourself. Don't forget, I left you a message down below in the caption. Please check it out, subscribe, like, and leave me a comment. Until next time.